Hello, hello, hello. You guys, how are you doing? Mic should be on by now. I messed up in the title. I'll change it. Bam. Got it. Cynthia G, not Synthis. Synthis G. I had to change the title for you guys. How is everybody doing today? Cynthia. Um, and last but not least, let me turn on my camera. That's not. We are here. Typically don't do stuff like this on Saturdays, but I haven't made a video in a couple of days, and I saw this late last night. And with seeing this late last night, I thought the fight was going to come on tonight, so I was going to try to get this out the way before the fight, but the fight actually comes on tomorrow night. But hey, I already set up, so I might as well do it. So this is Cynthia G decided to debate somebody by the name of Dean Cole. What's up, Anissa Devlin? I have never heard of Dean Cole. I'm assuming he's someone in the manosphere. I don't know. I didn't do my research on the guy. But I saw about half of the debate, and I saw I was embarrassed. I'm not going to say I was embarrassed for women. More so, I was looking at it as I would not want my daughter to resort to these tactics when it comes to trying to have a civilized conversation or a debate. So I felt like there were things that I saw in there that I had a difference of opinion on, so I wanted to share them. It's Hawk's baby girl. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you guys are doing well as well, too. Shout out to my girl Brandy and Kai Sean. No, I've never heard of them, but it was interesting. I'm going to start playing it. And what's even more interesting are the comments. We got to teach each other to value being a leader and not a follower. And I'm going to go into details about that. If anybody know me, you know, if I go into details, I'll always go into details about anything I talk about. Someone is watching this expecting me to go off on them because when I put up a community post saying I was going to do this video today, and someone turned into a little girl, and I'll handle her after I finish this right here. But I want to go ahead and get into this video here with Cynthia G. Without further ado, it's been a while since I did one of these, logical breakdown videos, so I'm excited to get back to it.
Friends would walk up to me and just be like, "What the f?"
All right, let me mute this and let this play, and let's put this on full. I am gonna let her ads play. I mean, I'm using her video. I might as well let her, get her ass on. She had like oil ass and all this stuff inside of here too. So let's move past this.
Talk about collaborating and things of that sort, but I don't really know him on a personal level. I know
always objective. She said, you are objective in your analogies, viewpoints, bro. Always. That's the best way to be. You got to be the same way you want to teach your children to be. I don't have a side. So I just listen to the words that come out of your mouth. I don't care if I like you. I don't care if I hate you. If she say something good points, I'll say it. Say bad points, I'll say it, all to my subjective opinion.
That he does have a child. I'm not sure how old the child is. I don't think that she is an adult, but he moved over to the...
Just to make you laugh, this debate is about, is Kevin Samuels gay? That's what this debate is about, as silly as that is.
Dominican Republic, he had a successful restaurant. Understand that Dean Cole is the furthest thing from Mapuki and Ray Ray, so he would be considered an educated lame. He said himself that he is a red pill guy and he is a follower of Kevin Samuels, which I didn't know, because if I had known that he was quote unquote red pill or that he followed Kevin Samuels, even to the degree that he would say he's Kevin Samuels' proxy, I wouldn't have been having a discussion with him. So he decided to say...
And this, I didn't even hear this the first time. And this is she's starting off this completely wrong, right? there are plenty of people who disagree with my viewpoints. That doesn't mean I won't have a discussion. She said if she knew that this guy was a red pill, and a spoiler alert, he's going to treat her with so much respect, it's ridiculous. So much respect. As a matter of fact, she's starting this off being negative. She called him an educated lame. And if she knew he had this ideology, she would have never even spoken to him. So I don't understand, like when we're talking about teaching our children, you teach your children that if someone has a different viewpoint than you, you just don't speak to them at all. I'm not going to go in hard here because she's going to do so much crazy stuff. It's plenty of stuff to listen to. So let me not waste time.
He wanted to debate me because Kevin Samuels wouldn't. Now, keep in mind that I have not once approached Kevin Samuels for a debate at all. There is literally nothing that I would debate with Kevin Samuels because he is delusional. He's just as delusional as black men are who follow him, and the black women who follow him as well. They're delusional and they have low self-esteem, but that's a different story. We'll talk about that later. The bottom line of it is people keep approaching me and asking me to debate Kevin Samuels. I don't have a desire to debate Kevin Samuels. I wouldn't even have a discussion with Kevin Samuels. I didn't even remember being on a panel with Kevin Samuels where he was kiki cackling like a schoolgirl, proud to meet me. It is Kevin Samuels' followers who keeps coming to my channel asking me to call into his show and debate him. So they want.
I don't know what this has to do with anything. A lot of times I want to fast forward, but people will say, well, you skipped this part, so you didn't mention this right here. And then that's why I came to this conclusion. So I don't know what this has to do with anything, but I'm just listening, waiting for her to bring the guy on the screen.
Want to see me debate him. I do not want to debate him. So that's what Dean Cole was referencing, the fact that people keep asking me to debate this man, and understand there's nothing to debate. Everything that Kevin Samuels spews, for the most part, are lies. He also refers to data that he doesn't know how to interpret, which is typical of black men. But I want you guys to listen to this.
I mean, it's cool, like, if you've done your research on one person, if you say Kevin does this. I don't know. I don't watch Kevin that much to determine if he spews lies and all that other crazy stuff. But the concerning thing was she said, and she does this all the time, she says, she swings it back to a generalization of all black men. She'll say something negative, say this is typical of all black men. When I decided to do the video, I was contemplating, should I just put on the screen all the list of fallacies, because she's going to say so many in this fucking video. It's going to be unreal.
Debate, and I want you guys to pay attention to a number of different things, because this shows you the mindset of black men, and how I said it doesn't really matter whether they're educated, lame, or Pookie, or Ray Ray. The mentality is the exact same, and you're going to see that in here. The way they distort reality, they'll literally create an alternate reality where they're powerful, where they've exhibited dominance, and they have some type of value in society that they don't have. Like this man literally is going to say at some point in this debate.
So I see what happened right here. I thought she was introducing him, but I see what happened. She recorded this after their discussion. Why? If you did so great at your debating skills with this brother, why do you need to preface it with all this? He's gonna do. If you are confident in yourself, just play the debate and let people hear both of you talk. Like this whole intro thing. This says more about the lack of confidence she has in herself than anything, because she's trying to destroy everything before the brother come on the screen.
That black men going through the disenfranchisement during Jim Crow that led to their demise, literally thousands of them being strung up from trees, was an indication of black men's strength and power and value, rather than the fact that he is expendable. Keep in mind, the very definition of expendable is an object or a person or whatever who is irrelevant to the overall purpose of society and who would be used and easily abandoned or destroyed. Now, if you look at...
So it's weird because I didn't hear this when I first heard it. So this is my first time hearing this intro. She's going to make herself look so terrible when she keeps saying despendable, despendable. Not a fallacy. I'm not discrediting her argument because she sounds funny when she says the last syllable. I'm going to literally break down her argument. And that just tagged on that it's funny that how she pronounces it. But again, if you did good when you debated him about black men being expendable, you wouldn't have to go and record this long ass intro further going into the details of what expendable mean. This is a waste of time. Like, I want to fast forward and get to the debate.
Look at black men's position in society, you will see that that's exactly what their position have been. They've been used, they've been discarded. Black men are having a very difficult time coping with reality, and this is one of those.
What does that mean? That's like the most generic thing I've ever heard. Black men. We have to make assumptions to make it even more detailed for her. I'm going to assume she means black American men. Black American men.
Those examples of that. I also.
Even if you're going to be generic, what is it relating to? If black men are having a problem relating to reality, okay, make it go with something. Because of we have a problem coping with reality. If I'm going to follow your fucking generalization, what is it connecting to? Because we have a problem with reality, we have a problem crossing a fucking street. What do we have? What goes with that, Cynthia?
Also want you guys to pay attention to the amount of filibustering that was done here. And filibustering is essentially when a person engages in prolonged, unnecessary, nonsensical conversation that doesn't have anything to do with the question that they were asked, so that they don't have to answer it. Take notes throughout this debate.
Oh, you better not ever invite me on your shit, Cynthia, because you're going to make yourself look bad. Keep asking this man this question.
And mark down the amount of questions that I asked him that he got into a long-winded tangent over and then ultimately didn't answer. And this is a tactic that black men do when they debate because they're not really intellectuals.
So I'm going to throw out a claim before y'all hear this. My claim is she's going to throw out unrelated questions in the middle of this man trying to answer a previous question to derail him from finishing his statement he was trying to make. Asking this man questions that don't have anything to do with the whole conversation at hand of what they're even talking about. That's my claim. I'm throwing out here before y'all see it. And then she going to put him down for not answering the nonsensical question that she asked him when he's trying to answer previous questions that she set up to ask him. That's my claim.
What they'll do is they'll go into these nonsensical rants. They won't answer the question. Then when you cut them off to try to get them back on topic, they'll say, well, wait, you didn't let me talk. You didn't let me talk. When in reality, what they want to do is they want to go on a filibuster rant so that by the time you're done, you will have forgotten what you asked him so that they don't.
That's exactly what your questions are. And just note that I said that.
Have to answer it because they can't. And that's essentially what Edie Cole did throughout this entire debate. I'm going to go ahead and without further ado, I'm going to let you guys listen to this debate, get in the comment section, let me know what you think about it. And then we'll maybe discuss your takeaways. And when I get off my break, we'll probably do a part 2 to the call-in discussion on whether or not black men are the expendables of society. Take a look at this debate. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learn from it. And I will see you guys when I get off my break.
The truth is that Hollywood's...
Hey, Sid, can you see me? Can you hear me okay?
I can. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm trying to sit here and grimace as you go through your opening, because girl, you vicious. You vicious.
Anyway, so
joking, being friendly. She left the extra pause. Anyway, this is a guy who's describing like they're friends. They're friends. This woman is something else, bruh. This woman. Watch how much respect this man show this woman. And he viewing her as a friend. She just called him a lame and everything else. Oh, boy, this is painful to watch.
Look. Yes. So I got to say this first. So I'm here as Kevin's proxy, because I know Kevin is not going to debate with you.
What does that
I'm
mean?
probably one of the few high value men. And it's because I like you. And I want to say this for your audience who don't know who I am. Sin and I have been friends, associates for the past couple of years, and I actually like Sin a lot. But she makes it hard to be her friend because she goes so hard. Like when you snap, girl, you snap. You RTG. You ready to go. You like the Young Guns of the Never Run. You TNT. It's like, dang. And when you go in and you go hard like you do, it's like sitting and grimacing because, you know, as a high value man that I am, we know the things that we need to listen to and the things that we need to just let slide when it comes to
Sending my love. Have you ever been on my channel before? Because you're not going to come over here and generalize me. Have you ever been on my channel before? Because if not, shut the fuck up. Don't come over here to generalize me. Be intelligent. Don't pretend to be. Look at me for the specific things I do, because if you did, you wouldn't know I don't ride Kevin Samuel's dick. I ain't in no fucking manosphere. So you're not going to do that over here. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're going to take care of that real quick. Anybody over here know I don't ride no Kevin Samuel's dick. I don't ride any man. I look at the specific words in your mouth. I have a video on this channel breaking down an entire video where Kevin Samuels did something wrong. Then I have other videos where I say what Kevin Samuels did something right, because you can't just put somebody and just say that everything about him is bad or everything about him is good. That's what's wrong with y'all fucking followers now. You get on these people nuts, and if you like them, they all perfect, and if you hate them, they everything they do bad, and it prevents you from being able to hear details. So don't come to my channel with that bullshit. I will take on anything you say, but it better be pertaining to me. Don't lump me in no category with nobody.
women being in their feminine energy and dealing with a lot of the stuff that you deal with. So I got, I'm your friend and I love you like a play cousin, but I'm gonna give you the smoke when you do give me the opportunity to.
That's fine, but I feel like black women don't have the opportunity to be in their feminine because black men collect.
Holla. Now sit in silence. That's how you handle people. Instead of her answering what I specifically said back to the generalization she put out, she tried to go segue into something else instead of dealing with the wrong that she did. You're not doing that over here. Sit your ass over here and watch in silence now.
Collectively are too feminine, and there has to be balance between feminine and masculine. And since black men refuse to be masculine, it's once again leaving black women to fill that void, just like we got to fill the void of the father, the protector, the provider, the builders of the community, because they refuse to do it. But what do you mean when you say you're Kevin Samuel's proxy? Because that's a whole sugar booty.
Say that one more time.
You do know that's a whole sugar booty, right?
When I don't believe that Kevin's gay. I believe that I think that he has a lot of feminine mannerisms. Just like there's a lot of women that have masculine mannerisms, but they don't make him a bulldagger.
So let me ask you something. How many straight men have you seen the gay community keep coming out saying that he's gay? How many times have you seen that happen with straight men?
So if I can be candid with you, I've only seen 2 clout chasing content creators say that Kevin Samuels was gay. One was a comedian, and I think
this is the childish shit that just make us all look bad as a whole. I explain, like, I don't give a damn if Kevin Samuels is gay or not. If Kevin Samuels, and I'm gonna go with the worst possible case scenario. Worst possible case scenario for someone like Cynthia G, who wants to put fallacies, not to listen. He would be a gay man who hates women because women is his competition, as he wants the men too. So he's spewing a lot of hatred about women. When you say that's the worst case scenario, in that scenario, I would be able to break down every single point Kevin Samuel says. I would still listen to his points. I've seen skinheads, and I like to use skinheads as an example because some of the motherfuckers think they're actual smart. I'm going to intelligent break down and show you how black people are inherently stupid. He's a fucking skinhead. This means he comes built in with a hatred for black people. He comes in with a bias. I would still sit on a panel and intelligently break down every fucking flaw, every point that he has, because it will help out even more to show that. That's why I don't waste my time with this bullshit, petty, immature shit from people in their fucking 40s and 50s. I don't care if Kevin Samuels is gay or not. At the absolute worst case scenario, you still listen to someone's viewpoints. That's why you only see us doing shit like this. And it makes all of us look bad. I'm gonna let her get her shit off though.
The fat guy that was like, people in Atlanta been knew who he was. He was a clout chaser comedian. And then the other guy, the white guy that you played, he actually has a playlist on his platform where he tries to expose men for being gay. And this is the thing about the gay community. A lot of gay community.
If they expose a man for being gay, it's probably because he's gay.
No. Let me explain what I mean.
Do you understand? This is what I'm saying. Where it just it passionately pisses me off when I hear shit like this. She said if a lot of people call him gay, then that just means he's gay. And then if you like her and Kevin Samuels make you mad at some things he says, you will let this shit fly. But you don't want your children to think that. If a bunch of people say something about that little boy, that thing must be true about that little boy. So go over there and bully and pick on him. You wouldn't want your kids to do this shit. These dumb fallacies that people make up and everybody cool with it depending on how much they like a YouTuber. I can't explain how it makes everyone look bad, whether you support Cynthia G or you don't. Cynthia G should be intelligent enough to articulate and break down her points instead of saying something so fucking stupid and foolish as, if everybody says this, then it must be true. I would never open my mouth to say something that fucking stupid and stand on it firm as a fact. As a fact. That's how people get sued out here. All right. See Keyshawn gone. All right, Keyshawn. Keyshawn, how you rock with me and don't know what the fuck I do when I say I'll take something that someone doing on the internet or something popular, and because people talking about it, I will use it to show teaching point and how you're supposed to articulate and defend yourself when you're debating on any subject and how you're supposed to take this to your regular life about anything. Who gives a fuck about these people? So are you lying that you rock with me or you really rock with me? Because I done said this shit a billion times. You been hitting it. Or you said something earlier. I don't care. I don't care. If you don't care, then leave, my nigga. Get the fuck on if you don't care.
Let me go enough further. What happens is that the same way a lot of men try to get at women and they feel like they can game women and they can break women, gay men do the same thing with other straight men. That's why they like masculine men. And
he wrong for doing the same thing as she just did to all black men. He putting it to all gay men. I don't know, man. People be parading around like they got this fucking intelligence and all they be doing, they do the most simplest shit. Shout out to my man Deonta Thrives, man. Appreciate the support, man. I mean, I don't understand why people feel like they can't defend themselves or defend their viewpoint or their way of thinking without making bland generalizations upon a whole group of people. It's not cool. I just don't respect it, man.
And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anything against Kevin. He is a colleague of mine. He is a constituent of mine. I'm not throwing shade. I just would not say he's very masculine with his mannerisms.
He's not masculine. He's feminine, and he himself, out of his own mouth, he said people have been saying he's gay since grade school. So I don't think that anybody is just saying that he's gay because they're discrediting him. They're saying that he's gay because he is likely gay. If people have been saying this all through his life, nobody can come and say, oh, well, these people are clout chasing and mad and discrediting him before because he's so right.
And this is how her audience don't understand the dangers and what she's doing. Some women may be following Cynthia G right now that got a child that everybody in school keep calling them dumb. They coming home, they crying. Everybody calling them dumb. According to Cynthia G, they fucking dumb. And ain't nothing wrong with that child. Nothing at all. May just need a little bit of confidence, and here come all the A's coming out. Straight A's on their report card. But according to the teaching, see, you guys will accept generalization when it's somebody you don't give a damn about. But you only see the fault into it when it's something you care about. When they go down here and they generalize black people and call all of us stupid, you're going to stand up and fight. Because in that, Cynthia G is saying all black people, well, us black women ain't stupid. Well, now you care when people generalize. But you don't care when you can just do it against somebody because you don't like that person. If Kevin Samuels is so fucking bad, a lot of y'all who hate people, y'all really look up to him. When I don't like something Kevin Samuels says, I will point out specifically what he says, and I will break down how that specific point is wrong without calling him gay, without saying anything else about him. I would just break down that point with ease.
And he's not. Okay, well, explain to me then why he said that people have been saying he was gay since he was in grade school. Were the grade school people?
How is this intelligent? How are these adult people? She's asking this man to prove to her Kevin Samuels is not gay because people said he was gay in grade school. Do you know how ridiculous this sounds? This is fucking ridiculous, man.
People, were they discrediting him too?
No, I'll get to that point when I finish making my second.
That's what I liked he did when I first saw this last night. A lot of people, when they get into a debate, when people get really long-winded and they sound forceful or passionate, Cynthia G always sounds very passionate in everything she says, they convince you to forget what you were talking about. She's going to win because she's going to really make him forget, but it's going to be harder because he's going to do this a couple of times. He's like, all right, wait, but I'm going to go back and finish what I was saying. I was liking that about him, but ultimately she's going to get him to do it.
Before you interrupted me. But what I was saying is that my second point is that there is a culture of gay men that will go after straight men to try to break them or to try to get them. I think they call it the term trade or something.
There's also undercover gay black men who don't want to come out and say they're gay. There's also a culture.
I don't know all the details of it, but
another fallacy, because some men did this and they hide that they're really gay, then that means that Kevin Samuels is hiding that he's gay. How does one prove the other? I don't, like, man, some of y'all better stay away from me. Don't have me on your panels. It's not going to turn out good for you, bro.
What I do know is that they have that. So that being said, that discredits them. So when you say that they're coming out, so first I'm answering the question you said about the gay community.
That may be true, Iman, and I've called him out on those situations. That don't mean that he's gay.
The only two people that I've seen have been one a comedian and the other is somebody that has made it his business to go out and try to exploit or not exploit. I don't know what the word trying to trick men. You know what I'm saying? Like how trainees trick men or whatever. That's kind of what it was his thing. I think if you look at his content, he kind of does that. But I'm just answering that now. To answer the thing about the thing of trade school, and not trade school, but in grade school is in the South. Like for me, I'm African, right? So I was the African booty scratcher all through school. Kids are cruel. And if you have people that are sissies, you have people that are now I will, like I said, he's feminine.
No, here's the thing though. Kids in school don't generally tease people all through your school by calling you gay. Kids are mean. They will call you African booty scratchers. They'll call you nappy head. They'll call you chicken heads. In all of my school days, I've never heard anybody call one person consistently gay throughout that school unless they actually were gay. I've never seen that happen, ever.
Now, being from the South and coming from the hood, coming from the ghetto, I see it all the time. If you cry, they say, oh, you were gay. That's why they say you need to man up. So if somebody cries or somebody is sensitive or somebody is soft, someone's ability to be sensitive, soft, to have a anger management issue, or to have Asperger's has nothing to do with their sexual proclivity. But in the African American community,
because he's actually gay. They could be saying that too, because he's actually gay.
They could. Now they could, but I personally don't believe he's gay. I believe that he's very feminine, and there's nothing wrong with that. That still does not
You don't think there's anything wrong with a feminine man? There's nothing wrong with a feminine man who's been called gay his entire life, who had a male glitch in a bed, who's asking men how big their dick is, and who was a cheerleader in high school. That's normal.
Yeah, I remember watching this last night, and I know context, but I remember hearing this part. I'm like, the dangers that you do when you play with words. Like, if I didn't know any details, and I heard Cynthia G say this, like, he's asking men the size of their penises, but like, in context, Kevin Samuels was breaking down to a man, what at all do you have to offer? He wouldn't even put in sex as a priority. He just didn't have nothing else left. You ain't got no job. You short, you under the height. Everything about you is bad. So you're saying how you can't get women. What do you have to offer? Every part of the checklist we done went down was bad. All right, let's go to the next part of the checklist. Do you got a big dick? Can you even offer a girl some good sex, since you can't offer her money or anything else? You don't know how to talk to women. You can't offer her nothing. Do you even have a big dick? He was saying it in that context, but people don't care. You know what I'm saying? They'll do whatever they can to push their viewpoint, and it comes from fear that you have in yourself. That's all this is. It comes from fear that you have within, because if you really was confident that you know how to articulate your viewpoints, you wouldn't have to scoop to these tactics. This is a long, drawn-out deflection and fallacy.
That's typical of black men for you?
When it comes just
Considering homeschooling or feel your child is not thriving in public school, consider the Zyx Institute. This is a STEM-based...
I'm going to let this play. You know, I'm using her content, so I'm going to push out whatever, you know what I'm saying, ads she has into it to help share it, you know.
Afro-centered educational program for Black youth. Children can attend daily classes online or in the classroom at one of their 2 New York-based facilities. You can also make a tax-deductible donation to this nonprofit organization using PayPal, or you can donate via GoFundMe using the links in the description box. So go to thezyxinstitute.org and enroll your child today.
No, it's not typical at all, Cynthia.
It's not. That's what I'm
Just
saying.
as much as it is, hold on, woman, just as much as it is that you have these women. Wait, hold on, hear me, please.
If we're going to be around, black men can't run around telling black women to choose better, and they don't even know how to spot a gay man when he's sitting in front of their face.
No, but see, so here we are again. You are deflating. Let me explain.
They don't know how to spot a gay man when he's sitting in her face. She is just begging for people to not pay attention to evidence. If something looks like it, then that's all you need. Just run with that as fact. And you could be slandering a man's name. You could be making yourself look like a fucking idiot. None of that matters. That's what she's teaching for hatred she has of Kevin Samuels.
Explain what I mean by that.
I'm saying that I believe that he is a gay man, and there's enough.
And you have your right to believe that. Just like, for instance, we know that socially acceptable being a tomboy is okay. Socially acceptable, it is okay for a woman to be
Salute Toothless Tiger.
a tomboy. It is actually something that women actually push. They want to push this masculinity of women, and it's okay. Now, what I'm saying to you is the same way that you can have a woman with a short haircut, the same way you can have a woman wearing plaid, the same way you can have a woman wearing jeans 2 sizes too big.
You're conflating two different things. You're literally conflating 2 different things. Because the bottom line is, no, because there's plaid and flannel attire for women that is feminine, so that's a false equivalency. I need to know the equivalency of a black man.
I don't know, Iman. I don't know if he's smashing women. You know what I'm saying? Because my brain just don't even work like that. Like I swear, it's just like when somebody put their hand close to your face, you just blink your eye. You don't even think your eye just blink. My brain just automatically listens to the words that are coming out of your mouth. That's what I focus on. So, I don't pay attention, because to me, I wouldn't care if he hidden and gay, or he out here let men think that he sweet, and they leave they wife around him thinking ain't nothing happened, and Kevin Samuels knocking them back. Either way, I'm still gonna pay attention to the message and the words that's coming out of his mouth. So my brain don't ever even think about nothing like that. I would never have a long, drawn out conversation about someone's sexual preference.
Man who's been called gay all through his life. He was a male cheerleader during an era where it wasn't even the only time you.
I didn't know that though. Kevin Samuels was a male cheerleader.
A cheerleader, if you were openly gay as a man, he had a male glitch in his bed. He's going around asking men where the big dick's at, and ain't nobody seen this man tied to no woman since his ex-wife. So all of it is adding up to him being gay. And I know this is something that black men struggle with, because they see Kevin Samuels as their savior, although he's not saving anything. But I think if black men are going to run around talking about leaders and how black women need to choose better and have better discernment for men, then they should show some discernment and stop playing like a man who's obviously gay is not gay.
You need to stop doing deflections. Women need to stop looking up to you like they savior. And you right. Black men need to stop looking up to Kevin Samuels as they savior, which you guys know I always talk about on my channel, even down to making you laugh about the situation with my uncle. You know what I'm saying? You don't worship anybody. You know what I'm saying? Take everything that people say at face value and always check the information that they're saying to you, period. So everybody need to stop doing this shit, and everybody need to focus on being a leader instead of trying to find some fucking person to follow.
Eating cold. Do we not have a huge issue in our community with black men being gay and pretending not to be? Called the undercover brother.
I do believe that, and yes, there is
he lives in Atlanta.
And some of the stuff he was saying I did not like. He was sort of like, he was in and out with it, like with the stereotypes of saying like we had in a society we'll push women want to be more masculine, but some of the stuff he was naming isn't being masculine. Like if a man walks out and he not with his family no more, and a woman is there being there for her children or whatever, that's not society pushing no fucking women being masculine. That's just a woman stepping up and doing what she got to do for her children. Like some of this stuff, like. Or he talking about the kind of the clothes and stuff that you can wear. If women wear, for every big pair of pants this man says that women wear, hell, Kanye West them got people at one time, men wearing skirts and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if I buy everything he was saying in that point.
I do. Well, I'm from Atlanta.
Okay.
Like right now, I live
ATL, shout it.
in the Dominican Republic, but I was born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. And so I do. Now, let me add.
But Black Wolf, everything he said was not tomboyism. He started that off, which is why when you heard me talk, I said some of the stuff he was saying didn't fit. And I did not mention the tomboyism. I'm very detailed when I talk.
Some statistics to the situation. The reason why the gay population is as large as this is.
Anonymous Wish said, red herring. She's not addressing the message. Now, if she said, I don't trust him because I think he's gay, but this lady ain't smart, she's just personally attacking dumb. And this is the good part, because right here, when I was watching, I said, I wouldn't mind going on Cynthia G's show. She says a bunch of ignorant stuff, but one thing I can say is that Cynthia G allows you to talk. Until I kept watching this. I'm saying, like, she being cool right now because he's getting his shit out. But watch this. Just keep watching.
In Atlanta, is it because of Atlanta? It's because of the HBCUs. What happens is that you have people like from Seattle, Washington, from New York, from Virginia, from Ohio, from Omaha, that are closeted gay men. And
I know, but when I
go to the HBCUs, hold on, let me finish now. They'll go to.
All right, I remember this from last night. I totally disagree with him on this. You know, if he pull out some numbers and show me, I'm an open-minded person. He's saying that Atlanta has more gay men because of the HBCUs in Atlanta because people are coming all in from black colleges. Most of the gay people I know from the ATL are from Georgia, and they didn't go to no motherfucking college. You know what I'm saying? They didn't ship out from all over. You know, what I think is, I just think that, like, because I go to other cities, other places, been around. I think it's just closeted gay people all around. People don't want to come out and people don't want to say it. But once the jokes start flying in about this being this way only in Atlanta, then you're going to get more people being flamboyant with it, more people coming out with it, and then that is sort of like the reputation come, and then it feeds the reputation. You know, Atlanta got a lot of gay people, then more gay people going to come out and admit this shit and say the shit, and then that's going to further feed the reputation of Atlanta. But I will be willing to bet it's all the same in every big fucking city when you talking about gay people, and I could be wrong with that. But what I do know, I'm from the ATL. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people, I keep wanting to say here, I'm not so used to being in California, but when I meet gay people in Atlanta, they didn't come from no college and live out of town. They was born and motherfucking raised in Georgia. So.
To the HBCUs where they can quote unquote feel like they're free, and that's when they try to live that lifestyle. Now,
Right.
I don't know. There's not many men that I know
to be a sugar booty.
Say that again. I didn't hear what you said.
Right. So basically, Kevin Samuels went to Atlanta from the numerous different states that he was in, so he could be free to be the undercover gay man.
I can't respect it. It's so stupid. Like, I can't even be mad. I mean, like, I feel sorry for her because this is something a fifth grader would say. Oh, because you're saying that gay people come to Atlanta to go to the black colleges, so Kevin Samuels not from Atlanta, so that must mean he's gay because he moved to Atlanta? I can't, that is... We teaching a whole new generation to just say fuck evidence. Remember back in the day, somebody assumed something like that? A news reporter be like, yo, this dude married, but I think he gay on the side. And a news reporter would do all of this work. Motherfucker may sit in a car overnight just to get a damn photo of him kissing a man. They do all of this fucking investigation because of their journalistic integrity. They do all of this deep fucking work. And then boom, they get solid evidence he's gay. Then they run their story. Throw that shit out the window now. Throw it out the window. If you move to Atlanta, you're gay. According to Cynthia G. We can just say whatever the fuck we want to. I think the country should make it a lot easier to sue people. You're supposed to adapt to situations. A lot of murders happened in the cowboy days. What they do, they ran the motherfucking northern troops out there and got that bank cowboy shit settled down. A lot of people hitting people cars in the 1920s, just gonna ram in somebody's car and pull off. Nah, we're gonna invent something called insurance, baby. You just got people on the internet that you can say whatever the fuck they want to about somebody. You have to adapt and you have to change to stop shit like this because it's gonna make human beings dumber. When that journalist had to do that digging to make sure they got solid facts before they ran their story, when you throw that out and you can just say whatever you want, if a group of people like you more than they like the other person, you over generations, you're not challenging our brains. We're gonna get dumb as fuck. I can't respect shit like this, man. This shit is stupid. I have zero respect for Cynthia G's intelligence based upon the words out of her mouth and nothing else at all.
That I suspect that he is.
I'm not going to say that, Cynthia. I'm not going to say that.
You don't have to. I'm saying it. I'm saying that that's what he said. But you didn't answer my question. Have we not, since at least the 80s, which, I mean, I wasn't born until midway through the 80s, but I know at least since the 80s, we've had an issue with undercover gay black men. That's why they coined the term undercover brother.
Yes,
absolutely. Have a huge issue.
But, okay, she's saying we have an issue with undercover brothers and men. Cynthia, you have to marry that to Kevin Samuels. You can't just say because we've had an issue with undercover brother and gay people that he's automatically one. You have to go out and do your fucking homework and make it fit. You don't just get to say he's 100% gay online. That's fucking slander, man.
Yes, they have. And the reason why there has been an influx of that is because it's socially acceptable.
Monday.com Work Docs is a new kind of...
Bro, you're looking way too deep in yourself. I don't know what you even talking about, Black Wolf. I don't even know. I ain't paying you no attention, bro. So how can I be condescending towards you when I don't know what you're talking about? I'm like glue on this conversation here on the video I said I was going to make.
A woman to be sexually fluid, but it's not socially acceptable for a man to be sexually fluid. When a woman chooses to experiment with a woman, I mean, it's sexy, you know what I'm saying? 2 women is sexy, you know, 2 men, not so much, but it's socially acceptable. So because it's socially acceptable, they just say, oh, I'm free, or oh, I just tried it, or oh, I was in college, or, you know, what not, or they blame it on liquor, they blame it on alcohol for women to do so. And I'm not saying that I don't want the narrative to be that I'm comparing men to women. What I want the narrative to be is I'm answering the questions that you're answering to me. So I would say that there has been a rise in homosexuality all over. And I was in a relationship with a woman. I ended the relationship because I found out that she had a girlfriend. And I
know, but we're talking about men. I know, but I don't want to deflect to women or have a...
You may have to rewind it to catch it, but I caught it last night. This part was funny to me, and you may have already heard it. Cynthia G asked him about women. Because I remember this part right here. Like, he went on that segue because you asked him about women and statistics. So he did it. When he does it, she says, no, but we're talking about men. So that's 2 wrongs right there. I haven't even listed the second wrong. The first wrong is, you told that brother to do that, Cynthia G. He only doing what you asked him to do. And remember, she recorded an intro to this after the debate saying he not answering her questions. Remember what my claim was. My claim was when he tried to answer her questions, she threw out other questions to throw him off base. That's my claim. And y'all see and tell me if I'm wrong. He's only answering what she did. Right? That's the first thing that's wrong. This motherfucker crazy.
Comparison between women because there's other gay male groups that you can be comparing it to. I don't want to compare it to women. The bottom line of it is...
I almost forgot my second one. The second one is it doesn't even matter. None of this matters. The burden of proof isn't on this man. The burden of proof is on Cynthia G because Cynthia G is the one that's saying that Kevin Samuels is gay. He shouldn't be on trial. Cynthia G is the one that's on trial. You have the burden of proof to show evidence for whatever claim you make.
We've had an issue in the Black community with undercover closeted gay Black men pretending to not be gay. Kevin Samuels fits the description. It just is what it is. He fits the description.
I would say that we have an issue in the Black community with undercover.
I would say that if you're saying that Kevin Samuels is extremely feminine, he does not fit the description. I don't know if she ever been to Atlanta, but you meet some of these guys that are closeted gay guys, they don't exhibit any qualities of what you would stereotype of what you think that you see, or some of them are really masculine. Some of them go out their way to hide it. I remember this would have been an amazing documentary. We were going to shoot a documentary about gang members in my home city of Macon, Georgia, about the blood gang members. And I was so mad we didn't shoot it because one of the most dangerous blood members, hardcore guy, I ain't gonna say his name, but we was gonna follow his life around and shoot the documentary. This motherfucker got everybody scared of him in the city. None feminine about him at all. Then boom, right on Facebook, a picture shows of him, you know what I'm saying, going down on the dude. Ain't no way he can lie himself out of it. Facebook blowing up, everybody going crazy over this. They couldn't believe it. Like, could you imagine me shooting a documentary on this guy being tough and being gangster and right in the middle of this happened? I'd have flipped my whole documentary around and turned it to like, people being undercover or something, because he was willing to let us follow him during the whole ride to get that real reaction, to see the fear in his heart when everybody see this online. Like, there was nothing in this man to show it all of what you stereotype to be gay. So I will argue that if he's acting in this way, that he is not acting like the stereotypical closeted guy.
For people being homosexual. I don't
Right,
believe
but we're
that it's
talking about
specific to one
men.
to
But we're
another.
talking
Yes,
about
we are.
men.
We are
We're talking about
yes,
men.
we are talking about
So
men. We are.
I know, but when you say people, then you're discreetly trying to include women in that, because the only other people is children. So I know you're not talking about children.
Why can't? Yeah, that's the third part that's wrong. Oh, I'm glad she reminded me. The third part that's wrong is, what if he's including women and men? And if that's what the evidence shows, he can say it. You can't tell him he can't say that. You can't invite a man on a show and tell him you can't go there to that point. If it's something that's true and factual, he can say that. She's trying to cut off the whole entire point of his argument, whether his argument is right or wrong. She don't even want him to say it. That's some crazy shit, man. I didn't know she was like this, bro. I didn't know she was this bad.
And you're trying to still get this comparison to women. Compare black gay men to other groups of male gay people. Like, at some point,
he can compare it to whatever he feels in his heart. All he has to do is show why he feels the way he feels. And I think that's where that's what I would have stepped in and said at this point, and he's not going to address that.
we got to stop comparing men to women.
Well, no, there's documented more Caucasian homosexual than it is with.
Yeah, and it's documented that
He's following her narrative. He's trying to find other men gay groups. So she don't want me to use women. She wants me to only use men. So now I'm going to go from black men to white men. You see how people can throw you off your own ideas, your own ideologies, and the things you come to say? These are the things you have to check for. Ain't no motherfucker throwing me off mine unless you show me contrary evidence to my belief system. And then at that point, I will research the contrary evidence and make sure it checks out, and then I will change my opinion. But right now, he fought valiantly at first because he wouldn't let her shake from his point. But now he's following only her narrative and doing what Cynthia wants him to do.
they're more open and not hiding it like black men are too.
Yes, I would agree with you on that. Yes. So I don't want you to, I don't like the narrative that it's a black issue thing. It's
well, the hiding it is a black issue. The hiding it is a black issue. It is a black issue.
Either she is not worldly at all, or she's insanely vindictive or ignorant. I don't know any other options for her to say that in a country where people will kill gay people, that is only a black issue. I can so many stories from white friends that I have, all different kind of ethnicity people that go into their horror stories of how they hide stuff. Almost every gay person that comes out hid it. What the fuck is she talking about? Sit a gay person down, they're gonna tell you how they used to hide it. What is she talking about, bro?
The undercover brother hiding it specifically, pretending not to be gay, that was created because of black men. So that is most of the gay people who are undercover, they are black men, because black men are very sexually confused. They're very cowardly. They can't stand in their truth about anything, so they run around hiding.
Well, Cynthia, I hate to bust your bubble, but the reason why the black man, I assume, would hide his sexuality or his sexual proclivity isn't because he's afraid of other black men. It's because of the backlash that he'll get from a woman.
This conversation right here, this is when somebody bring you down to what their territory and beat you over the head with it. Y'all heard that saying before? I don't think that he came on here to stereotype, but she's been doing so much stereotyping. He all up in her trap. So now he gonna stereotype, and then that's what she got a master's degree is in stereotyping. So he's trying to say why he feels a black man will hide the fact that he gay, and she gonna disagree and say no, this is why he doing it, and they're both just stereotyping. If he's a heterosexual and she's a heterosexual, why don't they get some real gay people up there to speak for themselves and say the different reasons, the multitude of different reasons why they don't come out? But she done dragged them down, so now they about to have a fucking who can stereotype the best match.
And I know you don't want to talk about this because we're going to have to change the direction. We're going to have to change.
Well, you guys can't have the narrative that black women are the most accepting to gays, but then say that he's fearing the backlash for women. No, he's fearing the back.
I definitely don't think that black women are the most accepting of gays. I've never heard anybody say that before.
Backlash from black men. That's who he's fearing the backlash for. Because if black men had it their way, they would just run around.
I think a lot of people are cool. I think in the society we live in, a lot of people are cool with having a gay friend. Like, oh yeah, cool. If my friend gay, they're cool. But they would feel differently if they were going to date a man who's single, but that man was just in a relationship with another man. Like, it's different levels to shit, man.
Sucking dick and having sex with black women, and nobody will be none the wiser. They're worried about the ostracization for black.
If you guys haven't already done so, go to everythingebony.com so you can find natural hair care products made for us by us.
I'll let her advertisements play.
They will leave your hair feeling soft, manageable, and bomb. And if you're on your hair care,
I'm gonna mute I'm gonna mute YouTube ads, but I'll let her ads play. At least you can do if you're gonna use somebody's content.
Like I am, then you know it's very important to find natural hair care products that will not damage or strip your hair from its natural oils. So hit the link in the description box. Go to Everything Ebony. Try them yourself. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. And remember that Everything Ebony is hair care made for us by us.
As a black man, I want to.
Let me read some of my chats comments. Anonymous Wish says, so Cynthia G is just spouting a bunch of homophobia to make disparaging claims about black men in general. She's using Kevin Samuels' ambiguous sexuality as a proxy for her overgeneralizing black men as trash. I agree. Clean Black Sneaker says she has no facts and her data is old. Lisa Lee says, wow, so should we stereotype her for her need? Let me finish reading. I'm sorry, Lisa. Lisa Lee says, so should we stereotype her for her need for Euro wigs and her hate towards black men in general? Okay, if you think Cynthia G is going to trigger you and make you upset, wait till I read the comment section, because to me, just watching this, she made herself look horrible. And this guy came off pretty well. I don't know this guy. You know, I didn't agree with everything this guy said, but he came across mature. He came across as open-minded. Like if I met him at a fucking cigar shop or whatever, we talk and we can discuss really in detail and leave both smiling, even in our disagreements of heavy topics. He came across cool and laid back to me, but I don't know him. But when you go to Cynthia comment section, bro, they are destroying this guy. To them, Cynthia G murked this dude, made him look bad, and everything that they're holding on to make that they think that Cynthia G look good is the fact that she's gonna keep asking him this question that they feel he's not gonna answer, which I'm gonna make her look bad on when I get to that part.
To say that I don't want to run around sucking black dick. So
I think Kevin do. And I think he is running around sucking dick. And I think that's why he's so comfortable publicly.
And I'll be fair, even though I would never say no shit like this, I would say if she says the word think, it's all right. Because she can think whatever she wants to. She can say, you know, I don't agree with her, but she can say that. But when she starts saying it as fact, that's when the issue comes in.
asking black men how big their dick is. He's only asking because he wants to suck it or pop his pussy on it. Those are the only two reasons he could be asking a man how big his dick is. But like normal heterosexual black men are not running around asking other men how big their dick is and letting those other men know that they got a big dick too, unless they're gay. It just is what it is.
Well, if we
Just so we clear, Kevin Samuels broke this guy down, and he literally admitted he had nothing to offer. He had no job. He had no money. He was afraid to talk to women. He had no game. He had zero to offer. So Kevin is trying to show this guy, why should a woman date you? A woman should not date you. You have zero to offer. And at the tail end, no pun intended, of this conversation is when Kevin Samuels like, do you got a big dick? Even do you got a big dick? He's saying this like, we didn't win over every category. Let's go to sex. Because some guys ain't got shit, but they can fuck real good and they can get a woman. Do you even got that? And the guy said he don't know. She knows that was the proper context that Kevin Samuels was doing this in this. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with everything Kevin Samuels says, but I'm not going to sit up here and lie on the dude. For her to put it out there to the world like he's asking about the size of a man's penis just in general is just dishonesty.
If we add situations to context, if we add, hold on for a second. Oye, tía, por favor, dame jugo de naranja, por favor, sin hielo y café con leche, por favor. Oh, cappuccino, ¿tiene cappuccino? I'm sorry about that. Well,
You sat there and learned Spanish. That's good.
I live in the Dominican Republic. That's like it's been the last, and also I spoke Spanish before, you know, that I moved here, but
I don't know why. I think the shit was dope. No reason. I just think the shit was dope.
I spoke Spanish before I moved here, which made it a little easier, but I wasn't as fluent as I am now. But the point that I'm trying to make is that if you add things to context, if we add things to context. So in context, we're talking about a YouTuber, and we know YouTubers are sensational. This is when Kevin Samuels had no following, when Kevin Samuels was very basic. Like Kevin, I love and appreciate what Kevin does.
You mean when he was sniffing perfume?
But hold on for a moment. I love what Kevin does for the community. I don't want people to
You know, when Cynthia G get on or something, she don't let that shit go. She gonna sneak that shit in every chance she get. You mean when he was sniffing perfume? This motherfucker, man.
Try to make it seem like.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what he's supposed to be doing for the community, because I haven't heard. What is he doing for the community?
I will. I'll address that after I finish this point.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I see. He did it again. He like, and y'all notice, I told you she keep bringing and throwing other questions in to try to get him off topic. And I like how he handled it. I'll address that, but let me finish with what I was saying. That's how you got to do when people try to, it ain't got to be a debate. It be an argument with your girlfriend, boyfriend, cousin, whatever. Let people do this shit to you, man.
I don't want people to take this and think that I'm criticizing my brother. What I'm saying is that as a content creator, iron sharpen iron. He's very sharp right now. But
he's not sharp. He's done.
3 years ago.
Well, hold on. We got to get this right. He's done. He's done.
And notice how she's interrupting more and more. She started off, even when I didn't agree with her, I was like, at least she let you talk. Now her just notice from this point on how fast her interruptions become.
He had the flock of dummies following him. He's not smart. That man is not smart. There isn't one smart person who would actually say that he's smart. He's smart and sharp in comparison to who?
Is when it comes to
the
content
short bus
creation.
riders?
No, when it comes to content creation, when it comes to niche development, when it comes to marketing and advertising, I would say that he is one of the most ingenious when it comes to brand building, and that specifically.
Now, in comparison to who?
I'm not talking about
I know, but he's in comparison to who?
this is a fallacy, and she's going to hold on to this fallacy because he's not going to check her on it. And she's going to really draw this out as if I got him. And this is one of the questions you're going to hear in her comment section, that they feel like she got him because he doesn't want to say who Kevin Samuels is smart in relation to. You're not obligated to say a specific human being when you say that you think someone else is intelligent. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, she really debates like there's some people who I really don't like, and I still respect their ability to debate. You know, I'm not a big Candace Owens fan. For the most part, there's some shit she did that was just dumb as fuck. I would have ripped her to shreds. But this ain't it. This ain't, you know, I'm like, I know I don't agree with fucking Candace Owens at all. But I think Candace Owens is intelligent. I'm not getting that from Cynthia G. I'm literally getting a fifth grader. Every time she says some shit, it's some shit a fifth grader would say. And she's gonna hold on to this shit. Listen.
I'm just asking, who is he smart? Who is he a great brand ambassador in comparison to who?
We're talking about building a platform.
I know. So can you just tell me, who is he smart and who is he a great brand ambassador and builder in comparison to who?
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Look at his numbers.
Right. Anyway, in comparison to who? Because even if we compare him to other popular content creators who are outside of the Black sphere, he's not doing anything. He ain't doing nothing in comparison to what other content. That's why I'm asking you.
This is the thing that we do know. So this is the thing that we do know.
I know. We do know that he's popular and he's smart and he's sharp and he's a genius to Black people. But once you go outside of the Black circuit, nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that except Black men. Everybody else is saying he's dumb.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you pour salt?
Shut your ugly ass up.
He's gay. His talking points are false. He sat up in front of DJ Vlad and act like the bitch that he was. He couldn't even stand by his own talking points in front of a white man.
This is the difference between me and Cynthia G. Her end points are claims. My beginning points are claims, and then I spend the rest of the time proving it. For instance, she just said that's her end point. I'm going to put Kevin Samuels down by saying he bitched up in front of a white man on DJ Vlad and then do shit. I would begin with that statement. He bitched up in front of DJ Vlad and then do shit. And then I would spend the next statements telling you why I feel the way I feel. I will point out specific things said on DJ Vlad. That's how you're supposed to be. She relies on her claims, and that means she relies on the lack of intelligence of her audience, who's going to sit there and accept her claims as gospel.
And so he's smart in comparison to who? Because all I see is weak.
She's still on that who shit. I blame E. Dean Cole for this. E. Dean Cole should have been came out and checked her and be like, you understand I'm not required to give you a specific person name when I say that I feel someone's intelligent. But because he's not feeling that, she's walking all over him and just shitting on his head with ignorance. Take some of this ignorance here. Oh, pile of it right there. Get some of that ignorance on the neck too. Yeah, get some of this ignorance, Dean.
Effeminacy, gayness that he's afraid to claim. I see a weak conquered buck that's not smart, that has a flock of other weak conquered bucks who just want somebody to sit in front of them and tell them that Black women are all of their problems, and this is why they're expendable. And Kevin Samuels is expendable too. But who is he smart in comparison to?
So, like I explained, like I was about to explain.
Okay, come on, look, the E. Dean, if we're going to debate, you have to answer the question.
E. Dean Cole seems like a very intelligent man. I don't know him. This is my first time seeing him. But he made one flaw. He's following and listening to Cynthia G. So he shook. And this is going to be some fucked up shit I'm about to say. E. Dean Cole is shook because he's not intelligent. He's not dumb. He's trying to think like a dumb motherfucker. So he sent over there quiet trying to think of a person name so he can compare Kevin Samuels to, without even realizing you ain't got to do this shit, bruh. You don't have to walk down her dumbass fucking question. And now she finna run them right into another dumb segment, and this is the dumb segment that all of her followers feel like Cynthia G won on. It's spin the ball. It's spin the ball. Black men are the spin the ball. Listen to this dumb shit.
Like you literally, you can't run around. You can't run around the block with it, or there's no point in us
I'm
talking.
not trying to run around the block.
Right. So who is he smart in comparison? I know. Okay. So can we answer my question? Who is he smart in comparison to? In comparison to who?
Cynthia, if you will allow me to, if you will allow me, just breathe, just breathe. I'm getting there, okay?
But we don't have a lot of time.
Listen, I want y'all to note this. I saw this last night. Cynthia G just said we don't have a lot of time, so get to it. She only wants him to get to it because she feels like she has him stomped, not realizing the depths of her fucking ignorance. But if she don't have a lot of time, watch how much time they're about to waste.
We don't have a lot of time, so I was just hoping that we could just get there already. Instead of trying to walk there, we need to run there because I have an appointment that I have to run to. And so if we can just ask, who is he smart in comparison?
This is why I have the biggest problem with you, Sin, because you go live during the daytime when all these dusty beta male coons got all this time on their hand, and men of substance and men of value, we're busy and we can't really do what we got to do.
Well, with all due respect, with all due respect, I don't think that a man of substance or value would be following Kevin Samuels or advocating for him.
So that means that you're.
This is another ignorant fifth grade fallacy to just say that if anybody follows somebody, there's some people I flat out loathe, and some people I do shake my head like, how the fuck are you listening to this person? But I understand how the world works, and I understand how you can easily manipulate a crowd. So it's such with politics. I can't get John, Sidney, and Harry to vote for me, but John, Sidney, and Harry, they like Christians. I'm just gonna go down that motherfucker and hide all my dirty shit and only talk about the Bible, and I'll get John, Sidney, and Harry vote. John, Sidney, and Harry aren't bad fucking people. They feel that a man is appealing to one point to them, and that's all that they're seeing. This is easy shit for people. This is why you can't just throw everybody in the pound like if you follow this person, you're an idiot. It is a fucking fallacy. It is a fallacy, and everything she says is a deflection as well too. But she's obviously good at this because at this point she got Dean Cole wrapped around her where he's about to be walked down a whole nother path he don't have to walk on, trying to prove that he's a whatever. I don't even know the words because I don't use high priority, high top, whatever the fuck, high value male. Trying to prove he's a high value male when that's what I'm saying. You don't need a fucking title. All you need is intelligence. I don't call myself a high value male, low value male. I'm motherfucking John, whatever name you want to call me. But when we have a discussion, we're going to talk about the specifics and the details. That's all you got to do. So now he's going to walk down a whole nother third path. She got his ass on the path that he don't need to be on, trying to say, who Kevin Samuels smarter than. She gonna get him on this path, and he got to trying to prove that he's a high value man, and then she gonna end it on some crazy dumbass expendable path when all he had to do is don't listen to her fucking fallacies.
You're telling me you don't think that I'm a man of substance and value, Cynthia?
Your substance and value rating just plummeted when you said that you were Kevin Samuels' proxy. Now I have to question it because I genuinely don't think, here's the thing, I genuinely don't believe that any man of substance or value or intellect would follow Kevin Samuels, let alone advocate for him. I don't believe that would happen.
So let me explain to you, if you would.
I mean, this is how you hurt people, right? Listen, when you so focus on one guy, you can say an intelligent man would never forcefully pick cotton in another man's backyard. No intelligent man would do that. You're picking on all of our ancestors now, right? That's not an action that a person would do. You're picking on all of our ancestors. But it was way more complex than that. The specific history of slavery. But people don't understand when you do one idea, it can go to anything at all. All you doing is got tunnel vision and focus on your hatred for Kevin Samuels. And you telling people, well, if you follow this one person, you're evil. I don't look at people like that. Aren't we supposed to change people's minds? If you have any ideology in the entire world right now that you think that can help people, That means that you have an understanding that people aren't listening to it and people aren't doing it now. So if they aren't listening to it or they aren't doing it now, that means that you want them to change their mind. That means that they're doing something that you would not do. I want to apologize to all fifth graders. Cynthia G, you're a fucking third grader, man.
If you would allow me to, you keep interrupting me. You're not allowing me to talk. I understand that time is very sensitive, but at the same time, you have to allow me. And I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to do that. So I'm allowing you to talk. Now, that being said, the reason why I say I'm his proxy is because, like I said, he's not going to debate you. I will.
She's pulling him towards the elementary curriculum. Yeah. Edine Cole, man, shout out to you, man, for showing so much respect for this woman and going on her platform. A lot of people would not have had the patience that you had, but she's getting you to go down some pathways you did not have to go down, my brother.
He's a high value man. I'm a high value man.
I don't want to debate him. I don't want to debate him. There's nothing to debate.
I understand you don't want to debate, but you and I know very well that I'm not a regular guy. You and I know very well that I am very high value, and when it comes to the terms of high value, I don't want to boast or brag because that's not what people with wealth do. People with substance don't do that.
All right, I want to teach you something, Edine Cole. Most people of wealth don't call themselves high value. That's this new black people manosphere bullshit. Classic segregation bullshit. They just are. They don't call themselves rich. They just are. They don't call themselves high value. They just live and go to their different businesses and meetings and make sure that they're gaining more income. They don't give themselves the title and say that I'm a high value man. That's y'all saying this shit over here, bruh. And because you guys are saying this title shit that is subjective, what is it, 100,000 now? Is it 150,000? 149,999? You got to get one more dollar to be high value? Because y'all doing this shit and it's so subjective, people are easily pulling you off of your points. Because y'all shouldn't even be talking about whether you're a high value man or not. That ain't what you came there to discuss. You letting this fourth grader dog walk you, man. That's why I don't use words and shit like that. I come from boxing. You don't give yourself a nickname for nothing. Somebody give it to you. You can't call yourself Sugar Ray. Somebody got to call you Sugar Ray. That's how you get it. I don't pay attention to titles. I just do. Somebody want to call me high value, they can call me high value. Somebody say I'm low value, I don't give a fuck. I'm not finna argue with you whether I'm high value or low value or not. I'll break down your motherfucking points, though.
I don't think high value is just about wealth. I don't think high value is just about wealth, though.
And she can say that. Why can she say that? Because it's a subjective term. When it's subjective, you can make that motherfucker mean whatever you want to, and you're going to be there arguing all day over some shit that don't matter. Just Jay, you'll see when I get back to Atlanta, man. It's kind of hard to sit down and do the things that you guys like because I'm in a transition, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to move from California back to the ATL. But you'll see things will get more structured when I get into my new place.
Like, I know to black men, high value is about wealth because they can barely obtain wealth, but they certainly can obtain the second part of that value definition, because the second part of that value is talking about a person's principles or standards of behaviors.
How can you talk about somebody's principles when you can't even articulate or defend anything that you stand for? You are, from what I'm seeing, in no position to talk about someone's value, bro.
Their judgment of what is important in life. So black men cannot fit the second part of the value. They can barely fit the.
Black men can't do nothing. If you born and you are a black American, and you have a penis, you are incapable. That's her argument, and that is her endpoint. She just going to say it with no evidence, no nothing to back, just going to say it. And there's civil war going on. Because we got black men over here putting down black women. And black women feel like, I don't give a fuck if it's a nasty person like Cynthia G. She seems to be taking up for us black women. You got to care about I don't follow nobody, but if you're going to follow motherfucker, you should care about the person you follow. Just because they saying some shit, or they putting us down, we just going to put them down too. And now look, everybody's sitting on the outside looking at how black people are. Do you mean to tell me this what they're using YouTube for? They're just over there in their little corners just talking shit about each other and how one isn't high value. And what the fuck is high value? Tim, let's go back. We're going to shoot on the 9 green today. Tyrone says he wants to come. Oh, Tyrone's feeling a little high value today. Laughing at us. Laughing at us. Shit is stupid, bro.
The monetary value part, but I do understand why they only want to focus on the monetary part. They're not high value, they're expendable. It just is what it is.
The reason why I want to disagree with you on that is because I believe that you're looking at it from a skewed perspective.
Well, no, the definition is what it is. There's no way to skew the definition. You can look at black men are essentially saying they're of high importance, and I'm telling you they're not. Based on the definition of value, they cannot be high value. Now, if they're going to create another definition to value,
You know,
Shut your ugly ass up.
they can create another definition, but value already have the definition. It is already a word that is defined in different dictionaries. Based on the definition of value, black men cannot be high value. However,
I want to read what Black Wolf just said. All of this talk on YouTube is just that, because in real life, successful people do not speak in this tone. I somewhat strongly agree. I don't know this brother. He could be a fraud. If I was just go based upon what I see, I think this is a successful brother that Cynthia G is talking to.
based on the definition of expendable, they can be expendable, and they are expendable, but they're not high value.
Why does she say bow? Expender, B-O-W. Expendable? Stop, man.
So, Cynthia, you mean to tell me, and I don't like to do this, but me, with 3 public 6-figure businesses, with the wealth that I have, you don't consider me as a high value man just because?
No, I consider you a man to have a lot of wealth.
Another content creator in a manosphere.
No, I consider you to be a wealthy man. I consider you to be a wealthy man. Black men can be high value. By definition, black men cannot be high value.
I've never.
It's so stupid, man. Like, oh boy.
Disrespected you. I've never called you out. I've always said that you were beautiful. I've always said.
She don't care, bro. She like that check on the 21st of each month from YouTube more than she values your friendship, brother. Sorry you have to hear the truth this way.
You were smart. I always see the good thing in you.
Well, why would there be a need for disrespect or name calling? We're just going over the definition of value.
You talked about the character, because you talked about the character of a man. So when we talked about the character of a man, like I said,
we're talking about definitions to the word value. We were actually talking about the definition of the word value.
We're talking about 2 separate things, and I think it's because you're wanting to push the
okay, so what do black men mean? So what do black men mean when they say high value?
Because I'm talking about.
Now she's completely talking over him, and y'all saw it slowly descend. Even though she said dumb shit at the beginning, she was quiet and let him get his shit off. Then she interrupted him in phase 2, and now we're in phase 3, where she's just gonna flat out talk over him.
About myself
because he's expendable.
You say that you don't believe that I am a high value man.
By definition, So I'll say it again. By definition of the word value. Now we already know high. You can look. You can look at the word to see what black men are saying. They're trying to conflate value with income, and then they're putting high on it, which is they're trying to say they have a high importance or high earning, and they need to just say high earning instead of high value, because value already has the definition. Black men do not get to redefine value. Value refers to your importance. Black men are not high value. No matter how much money they have, they are not high value. They are.
Sorry I missed you the other day, man. Hit me up a little later, man.
Expendable.
Well, the reason
Expendable. She's saying that shit longer and longer. Bow. She gonna start sounding like goddamn. What's her name on 227? Ew. Jack A. Expendable.
why the decline in the quality of the African American community shows just how valuable the black man is. Because the black man is not in the home, that's the reason why we have such a huge decline in the quality of the feminine woman as well as the masculine man, because the black man is not there. So by your definition, by the fact that the black man has been removed from the social structure of the
How can you be high value but you got removed?
Because
all right, this is the dumbest shit ever. I remember this from last night. This man is making the argument that if the black man is not in the home, that you have a single parent raising a child, that is a reason we're having some issues in our community. Now, I don't give a fuck if you black, white, Hispanic, I don't care where you are. You're going to get a better outcome, and this is proven with two parents in the household. This fucking third grader now, Cynthia G, has taken this man saying this to say, well, that proves you're expendable because you're not in the home. And she actually could be hurting her own argument there, because you know what I'm saying? If you're saying that he not in the home because he was expendable, you're going to lose the fact that you can make the argument that black men aren't doing the right thing and taking care of their children. Maybe he wants to, but he was expendable. You fucking idiot, man. This fucking girl, man. Oh
the black man was there, then we will be stronger.
Well, actually, the condition of the condition,
because if you look at it statistically, a child performs at a 35% higher level when two parents are in the home. A child develops a lot more securely, about 25% when there are two parents in the home. A child will be able to go and further their education when there are two parents in the home, statistically speaking. And when you remove the black man from that situation, you are then seeing how the decline is there. That's the reason why now listen, like you said, I don't live in I'm red pill. I'm so red pill that I don't live in the United States. I'm so woke. I would never live in the United States again. If the Lord allows, I pray to God that I never have to move back to the United States of America.
Wait, but why? Why don't you, hold on. Why don't you want to, well, Dean, no. Why don't you want to live in the U.S.?
Shouldn't the way you charge your device be just as good as the device itself? I mean, don't you?
Why the bitch gotta have on my sweater?
Why not live in the U.S.?
I'm about to explain.
Okay.
That being said, because of the Willie Lynch, because of the white supremacists.
Oh, because you're expendable. Yes, no, because you're expendable.
Why is she holding the last syllable longer and longer? That was a full 2 seconds, bro. Because you're expendable.
Expendable, and yes.
She wasn't even finished when I paused it. She wasn't even finished when I fucking paused it.
Yes, you ran from the U.S. because black men are expendable.
So
you moved. Okay, you moved. Well, you moved. You moved, and you'll never come back.
Because I own the #1 restaurant in my city overlooking the ocean, I ran.
This is why I do a channel like this, teaching people not to follow others' fucking fallacies, because they're gonna beat you down with a fucking stick. You in their world now. He is getting a little agitated trying to prove he's a high value man. I don't know why the fucking word high value is of so importance. If you got it, you ain't got to say shit, brother. And now she destroying him in third grade world. This I'm telling you, I will sit back quiet and watch a boyfriend and a girlfriend couple fuss and fight. I act like I don't hear shit. I just be over there chilling, waiting for him to stop. And I be like, this nigga head is so scrambled. He a full bowl of crystal goddamn breakfast scrambler. This motherfucker got a little bit of gaslight in the bowl, a little bit of deflection in the bowl. She done seasoned this motherfucker with a little bit of fallacy on the side, red herring over here. Oh, goddamn, boy. She serving this nigga everything. He don't even know what to do. I ain't hear nothing, though. He don't even realize what Cynthia G done walked his ass down into. And she the dumb motherfucker, because everything she said is wrong.
That you moved. Okay, let's take out Rand. My bad, you moved. You moved from the U.S. because black men are expendable. And
I'm rewinding that one, bro. We gonna hear that expendable one more again. I'm rewinding that one, bro. I'm sorry, y'all.
You moved and you'll never come back.
Because I own the #1 restaurant in my city overlooking the ocean, I ran.
That you moved. Okay, let's take out Rand. My bad, you moved. You moved from the U.S. because black men are expendable in the U.S. because they're expendable. And the condition of the community actually shows how expendable black men are and why they are of low value.
Well, no,
hold on. Let me finish. The second definition of value says a person's principles or standards of
principles. Cynthia G, you have a problem saying BLE words. Lunchables. I didn't cook today. I'm going to give my kid a Lunchable. That's your new nickname over here, Cynthia G. Your name is BLE from now on. BLE. You can't say bowl. You got to say bowl. You can't say bowl. Lunchable. Lunchable. Laughable. Expendable. What the fuck? Bo! Goddamn BLE in the building.
Behaviors. So if black men are talking about they got put out the home, if they see the condition of the community, if they know that a child is exponentially better off, if a father is in the home and they're still not in the home, that means his values and his principles
I'm be quiet.
Are of low value. That is what that means. So
she's saying that it is impossible for a black man to ever be considered high value if he so easily can be removed from the house. I can't do this. It's too many things wrong. First of all, high value is subjective. Second of all, the word high value is fucking irrelevant. Third of all, nothing you say matters since you can make up any definition for it. I can't even get into an argument and then like I can't. I'm scared I'm gonna lose more brain cells.
I took your example and proved how black men are low value. If you're going to talk about Jim Crow, hold on. Did Jim Crow show that black men were expendable?
Under her own dumbass logic, how can if she's saying other races inherently don't care about the black man, so he's expendable, how can she say that black women are can be of high value then? So now I understand why she wanted him to not mention black women, because in the things that she's saying, it wouldn't just be for black men, it would be for black men and for black women as well too, as we are looked at as the same from people who don't care about our plights or our injustices. So in order for her not to have to defend the black women portion, she just told this nigga earlier to shut the fuck up and don't mention black women, and he followed and listened to her. And that allowed her to say this dumb shit. Unbelievable.
Or did it show that black men were high value?
It actually showed how valuable the black man was.
No, if somebody is being lynched for entertainment, it's because they're
And this she gonna talk same time he talk now.
expendable.
Better
No,
without the black man, then you would see that the value was not needed. But because
So who lynches people that are of value? Because people
Black women got lynched right along with black men.
protect things that are of value. Since when do people destroy their valuables? When do people start destroying their valuables?
That's the very first thing that they do. What you're gonna do, what the enemy does, the very
Anonymous Wish said, I wish he asked her, how do you contribute to black men's expendability? Crystal Bush, what's up, my girl? Said, real, the bigger question is why would she invest so much time and energy on people who she feels is supposedly worthless, aka expendable?
very first thing that the enemy does is they go and they bind the strong man. And so what they do is by
because he's expendable. Because he's expendable. Because he's expendable. Because he's expendable.
I just want to say this for the idiots. I know my audience know. I didn't use one single ad hominem attack when I called Cynthia G a fucking idiot. I would have to use her being an idiot as a way to discredit her argument. I did not use that. I just called her a fucking idiot. Just want to make sure we clear, because I'm going to keep calling her a fucking idiot. This does not sound like a third grader. Let me rewind this back.
That's the very first thing that they do. What you're going to do, what the enemy does, the very first thing that the enemy does is they go and they bind the strong man. And so what they do is by
because he's expendable. Because he's expendable. Because he's expendable. Because he's expendable. No, he's expendable. No. If you're destroying it, it doesn't have any value.
If we were so weak, so expendable, then it would have been an easy task.
Yeah, they were expendable. That's why they easily lynched. That's why they easily lynched them, because they were so expendable.
A lot more dominant each time. The generations of
when have black men ever been dominant?
It's very important for us to be able to speak life and to explain that the black man is powerful. And
Chris Ward, you're about to be shocked. The topic of the debate is Kevin Samuel gay? I can't make this shit up. It's just unbelievable. She's not married. According to people in my chat, I haven't researched her. I don't know anything about her life. According to people in my chat, she just had a baby by another YouTuber that she's not with. He was expendable.
Our young black boys do have a voice and have a place, because if it was that case, if your argument was correct, the way that the black man has been incarcerated, the way the black man has been marginalized, the way the black man has been ostracized, that means that the family would be so much better off.
This is laughable. This is laughable. Are you telling me that black men being lynched and put in mass incarceration was a sign of his value rather than him being expendable? Really?
It's a sign of the...
She just said that shit hard, like hard.
Really?
Hold on, let me go back.
Are you telling me that black men being lynched and put in mass incarceration was a sign of his value rather than him being expendable? Really?
It's a sign of the... It's not...
She not even trying anymore for the old sound. Old. You can't say old, my nigga. Old. Expendable. You gotta clump it together. Put that B on it. Expendable. Bull. Not bow. She not even trying no more.
Not a sign. What it is?
It's a sign of him being expendable. That's why he was discarded.
It is a byproduct of the strength
do you know the definition of expendable? Dean, do you know the definition of expendable?
Yes, I do know the
So
definition.
what is the definition of expendable?
And I hate when people do dumb shit like this. What is the definition of expendable? You got to recite the fucking definition of it word by word. They're going, you didn't know. Brother, you should have enjoyed your goddamn coffee. Mamacita somebody brought you, bruh.
It means when you use it and destroy it. It means something that...
And her camera ain't on. She's sitting up there Googling the fuck out of words. Let me look up expendable. Let me ask him. Laughable and expendable. She's all of those things. He is right. If black men weren't valuable, they wouldn't be targeted. Just because a person is expendable doesn't mean they aren't valuable. She's dumb. I gotta say the expendable 10 times after this live, just so I don't go back in my regular life talking like her.
Destroyed, exactly. And
really? So when those black men were lynched, they weren't being destroyed? Hold on. So hold on for a minute. Hold on. I don't want to mute you, but I want to get this off. So you're trying to tell me that when black men were lynched until they died, that wasn't destruction of his life? Really?
Oh my God. What the fuck? Oh, teeth. I thought it was some kind of new vibrator or something they got out there. You never know with y'all.
That's what we're saying.
Individual black men, or we're talking about black men as a whole? Because I know you have to be talking about black men as a whole.
We got to stop saying things like this or debates. We're devaluing the word debate. You know what I'm saying? You got to say, yo, you heard Dean Cole went on Cynthia G and got to arguing over the word expendable? Because this is not a debate, bruh. They don't even know what the hell they talking about anymore.
Because you're talking to me.
Black men as a whole are in the position that white men want them to be in. The black men have been castrated. They are expendable. They've been dominated. There is no exhibition of power coming from black men. Where is the power displayed by black men? Where is the power displayed by black men?
And so that's the reason. So I am an example of the reason why they have not won. My group of individuals, and that's why the manosphere is so important, because we are an example.
Hey, y'all giving her too much credit. Y'all giving her more credit than I am. You guys think that she's saying an L on the end. You guys think she's saying the word bowl, B-O-W-L. I don't hear that. I just hear B-O-W. I don't hear L. Expendable. There's no L, bruh. She's saying B-O-W. She's not even trying, bruh. I haven't heard of L. Maybe something wrong with me. I haven't heard of L, bruh.
To show that we have not won. There are certain content creators that will highlight the dusty black middle black.
I think you're avoiding my question.
I'm answering the question. It's just something might be the way that you.
Oh my God! I just looked at her fucking thumbnail. Indispensable, expendable, avoidable. You really? I can't make this shit up. You really? Oh my God, bro! I just caught her goddamn thumbnail. I can't do this, bro. I can't do this, bro.
It might not be the way that you like me to answer it, but I'm answering it, beloved, because that's the reason why Kevin Samuels, the Black Manosphere, is so important.
So hold on, because hold on, because I want to say this for a second. Hold on. We can't have a debate if you're not going to answer the questions, because there's too many questions that you keep skipping by. You keep skipping by.
My claim at the very beginning of the video, I stated my claim and went through the video to show my proof of my claim. I started this video and my claim was he tried to answer all of her questions and she threw even more questions on as deflections to get him away from the previous topic they was talking about. Talked over him to keep him from answering that and kept asking dumb, irrelevant questions all the way. And she was going to keep doing the shit until he didn't answer. This is fourth grade shit.
I asked you a question. So hold on. Something that is expendable.
You keep interrupting me.
No, I wasn't interrupting you. You just went on talking. So something that is expendable is said to be used and destroyed. So you're telling me, so hold on, you're trying to tell.
He getting a tension headache. Living in a vacation country. Damn, boy, Cynthia G be doing it up. Look at my mans. Look at my mans. She got him throwing a Paru sign over his fucking face. Southside, Chris. God, boy. God, this boy. Maybe she did win in the most ignorant, dumbass way. Maybe she won. I don't know. She got this motherfucker throwing Paru over his own fucking face. And he in the islands. What's up, Beware?
Tell me that which valuable they're protected. It just is what it is. Things that have values are protected. Now you can be delusional in terms of what those terms mean, but again, they have meanings. So you're trying to tell me that when men of no color during Jim Crow were stringing black.
When did he drink that damn orange juice? I was like, he ain't gonna get to finish. Damn, my bad. Maybe I'll rewind and catch it.
Men up and destroying their lives. That was an example of them being valuable rather than expendable. Really?
The Aztecs are no longer there. Mayan Aztecs were expendable. They're gone. The Moors.
I don't understand what your point. I don't understand what your point is.
We are still here. It shows our resilience, and it's not as easy as they would like.
No, because if they wanted you gone, you would just be.
I'm explaining to you by us being resilient and by us having our insurgence of power, it actually shows how difficult the task is.
Yeah, no, I can't debate delusion. Black men have an exhibit. I'm not going to debate delusion. I'm not going to debate delusion. Black men are not powerful. They've never exhibited any power. You're a hashtag every week. Every other week, a black man is a hashtag. You just said they got put out the home. They got put on a plantation. Why didn't your power stop any of those things? Why didn't you just use your power?
Cynthia G, this may be hard for you to realize, but since you are a black woman, that means that your ancestors were put on a plantation as well. Your black women ancestors was also slaves too. You do know that, right? You know, what do you want us to do to look stupid for other races? You want me to debate you, Cynthia, and say, oh, well, you guys got raped by the white man. He didn't rape the black man inside. And we can argue back and forth over this dumb shit. This is why I don't follow people fucking deflections and go down the deflection road. You stay on the path you're on, because E. Dean Cole did not have to go down the expendable route. It is all a fucking deflection and stupid. Cynthia G is talking on her platform in front of all these black women, sitting there cheering her on to try to make it look like a divide between black men and black women. Where they laugh at black men, they laugh at black women too. Ain't no motherfucking divide of how racist people see us. We niggers to them. That's it. Hey, Jimmy, kill that nigger. Which one, boss man? You want me to get the big buff guy or his wife? The fuck you mean? Niggers only come with penises, son. The fuck out of here, man. Just fucking stupid this argument is.
Power to stop those things. If they're so powerful.
And I get it. You're doing this because there's some jackass fucking men going on the internet and think it's cool to put down black women. And I call they motherfucking ass out too in specific detail, because all of this shit is stupid. All of this shit is stupid. Cynthia G just got knocked up and she's single. How the fuck she gonna lead you? And to the other people over there listening to these motherfucking black men putting down black women every day, you still ain't gonna get no ass. It ain't gonna help you. You gotta save yourself and learn how to kick some goddamn game. It's all fucking stupid. All y'all look like fucking idiots.
It's called the civil rights movement, and we've been fighting back ever since. And
what did the civil rights movement do?
They become weaker.
And what did the civil rights movement do? What did the civil rights movement do?
Weaker and weaker, and because
what did the civil rights movement do? And how was that a display of power?
A figment of your imagination. There are strong, and Kevin Samuels is not a figment of your imagination. He might be feminine.
So I'm asking a direct question. I'm asking a direct question, and you're not answering it. I'm asking a direct question, and you're not answering it. Explain to me how the civil rights movement was a display of black male power.
There's a lot of fucking branches on Deflection Road, boy. A lot of branches. Now we done gone down this branch here. Now he has to prove that the civil rights movement was of value to show that we have had some power, because he's stuck on her other deflection in the road of being expendable and nobody ever caring about only the black man. And she got this nigga trapped on this deflection road because she set it up earlier by saying, I don't want you to mention nothing about women, only talk about men. And he fell down that deflection road. I'd have been motherfucking lost on the goddamn map, all these goddamn deflections.
And what did they gain from the civil rights movement except the ability to have sex with white women and be in the same room as white men? What was the display of what was their display of power, and what did they gain?
Malcolm X, Martin Luther King.
Like I said, what was the display of power?
I'm answering the question, beloved.
No, you're telling me names of men. I want to know what was the display of power?
This is, have we left third grade? Can I go down to second grade? And what's fucked up is the way he came on this show. He came on like, I don't give a damn how much me and Cynthia disagree. We friends, so it's gonna be cool. He came on there thinking like it's gonna be all gravy, because their friendship or whatever they got is more important than her ideology and her way to make extra money on the 21st of each month. And now he's sitting up here frustrated. He ain't got no more orange juice. He done throw Paru on his head. He lost down the goddamn deflection road. He all fucked up. And she don't give a damn because it's content to her.
Cynthia, let me explain how men are. Men are different from women, okay?
Hey,
so
I gotta go.
Use logic.
Hey, I gotta go.
I'm trying to talk with you, and you keep cutting me off. We can do this later when we have more time. Maybe you'll.
I can't do it. Sorry, y'all. I can't do it.
Oh, I never made it to this part. She hung up on that nigga. What? What? Woo! Cynthia G said, I'm finna get this. This for my sisters. All my sisters that was on Fresh and Fit. All my sisters that was on Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels don't even know the women. She like, hey, I can't get no regular guys to call up because they be like, they see I'm a dumbass. I'm going to get my friend to come up and I'm going to shit on him. He'll be all right. I'll call him when it's over. We do a little lab behind. Hell, girl, you know, I was just playing online. God, she hung up on this mom. Let me see what the specific, I know he ain't do nothing wrong, but I just want to see what the specific in her lying infraction was for her to hang up on this dude like this. This is fucked up, man. Money, 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 money. Money. Money, 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 money.
As white men, what was the display of what was their display of power, and what did they gain?
Malcolm X, Martin Luther King.
Like I said, what was the display of power?
I'm answering the question, beloved.
No, you're telling me names of men. I want to know what was the display of power?
Cynthia, let me explain how men are. Men are different from women, okay?
Hey, I gotta go.
Use logic.
Hey, I gotta go.
I'm trying to talk with you, and you keep cutting me off. We can do this later when we have more time. Maybe you'll.
I can't do it. Sorry, y'all. I can't do it. I can't. I
Cold-blooded. Somebody find me Dave Chappelle dresses Rick James saying cold-blooded, but I want you to put expendable, B-O-W, no L, on the bottom of that bit. Now Rick James doing like this. Come here, Charlie Murphy. I want you to put expendable on the bottom of that motherfucker. We need, because that's exactly what she did. She like, motherfucker, you gonna really argue with me and tell me black men aren't expendable? I will show you black men are expendable. Insane. Got his ass the fuck up out of here. Insane. Got him the fuck up out of here. Real, she hung up because she ran out of deflections and didn't want to hear her argument get destroyed. That's why. She had a expendable movement on him. What did the five fingers say to the face? This is so immature, man. And like, yo, y'all about to get real mad because, hold on, let me let her finish. The most fucked up part is the comments. When y'all, I'm about to read these comments out loud. How do you ask a question but never let a person answer? Yeah.
To bump him off.
She did win from her fans' point of view. Yeah, she won from her fans. Yeah, she did.
Because he's not answering the questions. I'm not asking for names of people. It's like, it's the same talking points. Like, if this is indicative of the debate, I don't want to have it.
There was no debate. Y'all just arguing, talk some shit, and he followed you down the wrong path during a bunch of deflections. But like, one thing that is with a real debate, you go on a neutral platform, both of you guys there, and you are allotted time to stop bullshit like this. This is why I don't like going on people's shit to talk, because you put yourself in a position to where someone can just shit on you, mute your mic, cut you off. She said, I didn't even want to hear his argument. So she has made the assumption she know everything he's going to say, and it isn't worth of any value for her to have anything to say back from. She made that decision that she knew 100% for a fact every single syllable and roadway that he was going to go down. And she got rid of his ass. And people like her for this. I don't know. She may be mad at me. I may have to make some expendable merch. BOW.
And I gotta go, to my appointment anyway. But this is delusion. This is delusional, and this is why I'm not going to debate black men. They're delusional. How are you like? There's a reason why you move out of one country to another country. You're moving because you're expendable, because you don't have any rights, because you're being dominated.
Brother, you could have crushed this little argument with a deflection and been cool as hell. I just want to give me some more hoes. You know what I'm saying? It's so, bro, like, you didn't have to follow this, bro. You didn't have to follow this, man.
You're in prison, you're mass incarcerated, you're being lynched, but you're calling that a display of black male power? The delusion is strong. And this is not about winning or losing. It's just black men are delusional. They're highly delusional, and that's why their reckoning is coming. But you guys, I gotta go.
She talked.
This woman thinks a black man is have a reckoning coming. There will be no black man reckoning coming unless there's a black woman reckoning coming right along with it. For you guys to see this right here, it looks like I'm gonna have to just to make it eligible. I'm gonna have to. Where the fuck is the comments, man? Okay, here we go. her thumbnail say Dusty Beta Male. I'm trying to find the comments. I can't read this shit. Hold on. I might not be able to do it unless, let me see. All right, I got an idea. I'm gonna do a screen share instead of this right here. Hold on. Let me do a screen share. But I'm gonna have to make this smaller so I can get the whole comment on this bit. Get a comment on this bit. Bruh. What the fuck going on today, boy? Alright, I'm gonna have to do it like this right here. Alright, add screen capture. Okay, there we go. All right, so from here, I should be able to. All right, there we go. All right, no porn, hub tabs, and then at the top. All right, we good to go. John, clean up today. Good shot. Good loud. Woo! All right, here go the comments on this one. Justine Jackson says, Kevin being gay is relevant information because he gives relationship advice to women. How can a gay man give women advice on how to get the same men he's competing with for her? Why would your competition give you the tools to beat them? The man ain't mathing and the math ain't mathing, and that's exactly why Kevin has never told one woman who called his show that she qualifies for a high-value man. He wants those high-value men for himself. Now, to discredit this, all I need is an or. What if he just wants to say salacious shit to get money on the 21st of the month? My or can be incorrect, just like your or can be incorrect. So that's why you can't say this as a fact, even if something sounds credible, which is why I purposely started my video by saying, even though I know a skinhead comes in with inherent prejudices when he puts on a debate of how black people are horrible or worse than everybody else, I'm still going to listen to him and destroy him in a debate. I'm going to destroy every viewpoint that he comes up with because he's wrong, even though he has a built-in bias, such as the insinuation that Kevin has a built-in bias. We can't even say this is fact. It's only an insinuation that you are running with. So, all right. We already know he's not going to answer any direct questions with a direct answer. I admire you, Sinji, ability to continue to debate with them. Mind Yours is the person that left this. Mind Yours, that man answered every question and kept going to try to answer her questions as she cut him off and hung up in his face. Now, he was not even required to answer her questions. I would have told her, fuck you, I'm not following your deflections. But he attempted to, and he was forced off of her show in the most rudest way. All right, Moonstone Venom says, let me ask you something. If he's not a closeted gay man, why is his energy towards women so unnecessarily hostile? Why being overtly friendly to men? So many ways I can go with that first sentence, because I can say that I saw him destroy the fuck out of men on his show. Or I can just say still an insinuation. I can say that to every fucking comment you guys are going to make. Let me ask you a question to you, Moonstone Venom. Why are you guys so hell-bent on wanting others to state something as a fact without any evidence or proof, based upon insinuation that through time has gone both ways? You've seen a man with feminine mannerisms, and that man was secretly gay. You've seen another man with feminist mannerisms, and people thought he was gay, and he was fucking the shit out of their wives and painting his nails when he got done. So if something can go either way, why are all of you hell-bent on wanting something to be seen as a fact? Just go get fucking proof. It's just go get proof or shut the fuck up until you do. Edited, she said, for people with selective reading skills, I'm not saying that all gay men are hostile towards women. What I said was there were a lot of closeted gay men who express hostility towards women and openly gay men. So why does anybody need to debate you when you're debating yourself? If only some do it, why do you want us to say for a fact that Kevin Samuels is one? Fuck. Look at Ari Champagne, looking like a Bernstein bear in the face. She said, see how black men typically bait black women by compliments and praise, but truly never actually feel that way? Wow. This man was introduced on her show in the most rudest way. And when he comes on, he says he's her friend, even though they disagree. And he was very, very mature and complimentary towards her. Throughout the entire time, she was rude. She overtalked him. She cut him off. She acted like a fucking third grade imbecile. And after seeing all of that, she hung up in his face. And the only thing you can say, Ari Champagne, is that this is typical of black men to compliment and praise. Interesting. Next comment, Island Girl. This guy lost the argument once he called himself high value. He's so high value that he had to move to a third world country to make his money go further. Island Girl, I challenge you to be original. What is the point of you leaving a comment that Cynthia G said over and over again in the video? How does that make you stand out, little girl? From the island? Are you on an island like he is? Okay, with these people. So LaDama said, so he basically admitted black men outside the home is the problem and admitted he left and abandoned his community in the States. I hate these goofies. Oh, he was on if one thing that him and Cynthia G agreed upon, and they felt like she said that he's wealthy, he got a lot of money, right? Then there's no reason for him to go on the show. If he's doing great in his life, so I would assume he came on the show because he cares about the plight of what's going on in the United States, and he cares about what's going on online in politics or this goofy, high value, low value shit you guys have got yourself into while everybody's laughing at you. El Novo de Tu Maya, I don't know, bro. Say I see a lot of this so-called men saying that they want submissive wives, but they don't want to work, bring food to the table, and provide for the kids. So you want to be treated like, you want to be threaded like a man. It's supposed to be treated, but he said threaded like a man and have the responsibilities of a child. It doesn't work that way. Get money, take care of your family, bring food to the table to protect them and become the alpha of the house. Simple as that. Now, this is the issue. This right here, this comment came from someone who is not black. This is the problem with Cynthia G. When she has a platform that puts down so many black men, she invites people of other races to come spew their negative stereotypes about the black American male. For instance, what in the conversation between Cynthia and D. Cole had anything to do with this guy comment? This guy just came over and felt that this is a comfortable environment to spew negative stereotypes about black men, because nowhere in this video did this man say that he want a submissive wife. Nowhere in this video did this man say he didn't want to work or bring food to the table. These are stereotypes other ethnicity groups have about the black American male. And not only did he feel that this is a comfortable environment for him to say this on, he got 153 likes. That's sad. That's very fucking sad. Olivia J. looks like she's about fucking 12 years old. She's probably 20, early 20, says, yes, I'm glad it's not going to be another boring work day for me. Eating Cole need to explain why he's in another country where the standard of living is so low. You can live like a king on less than $2,000 a month. I guess it's much harder to compete with other men in the States. Everything you just said is not only a deflection, but it's also an insinuation. You're trying to insinuate that he's just broke and don't have that much money, so he just wants to pretend that he does because he's in another country like that. You have nothing to show of this man value. Not only that, but if you're there for Cynthia G, you're calling your friend Cynthia G a liar too, because she vouched for him and said that he is wealthy with multiple businesses, all making six figures. So you see, man, like I can't with these motherfucking people, bro. I literally would be here all fucking day, bro. I just can't with these fucking people, bro. I just can't with these people, bro. She's in her late 30s. These comments make my head hurt. I told you, if I keep going, your brain gonna be screwed. This is the world we living in now, big bro. Yeah, I'm good. My children are good because they gonna learn from their father. Now, I can't speak for everybody else, man. John, you're certainly at the top of my GOAT list. Thank you for my wrench. I have so much gratitude, love, and respect for you. I'm grateful to you. We're One TV for trusting me with such an honor. Salute. Salute always, Toothless Tiger. Of course, I trust you to handle business on the site over here, and I appreciate you taking the opportunity to help me out and support me, man. I really appreciate that. I don't know what to say, bro. You can see a trend going on with the comments. Like that one lady just repeated what Cynthia G said word for word. The only reason you repeat somebody word for word with any lack of originality like that is in hopes that they read it and they like a master to you. Kiss up. Look, master. Look, master. I said what you said. Look at me, master. It's disappointing. Yes, it's greatly disappointing because we should be teaching our children how to intelligently defend their ideas and their viewpoints. We should be teaching our children to do that. They sound like bots. Oh my God. Let me go back up when I was reading this stuff. She was very disrespectful. But who cares, and what does it matter if he's gay or not if you're not buying into his philosophy on relationships? Yeah, she two-faced. How she know so much about men who she claims she don't deal with. Yes. Women like that be in private what they claim they hate in public. Honestly, guys, somebody like Cynthia G, I would want to talk to in private with no cameras around, nothing. Nobody around, just me and her chilling, and me and Cynthia G have a drink. And I look at her and I say, you can't believe that shit you saying. Come on now. You know, I don't know. Even if I say something, ain't nobody gonna believe me. Shit, they'll think I'm lying and they'll come thumb down my shit. I just want to know, me and you just doing this shit for money. You can't be this. I ain't trying to call you stupid now. You know what I'm saying? We chilling having a drink, but you can't be this stupid, right? You just doing this shit for money, right? Because I can't believe it. Like, I don't even want to debate her or talk to her in public. I want to talk to her in private with nobody around where she feel comfortable enough to just tell me the truth. Because I just can't believe nobody can be this motherfucking dumb. I think she just admitted that her child will be expendable. I got to find a way to put expendable somewhere in the title. Who has she helped with her rhetoric? Because the comment sounds like a bunch of dipshits. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Man, my phone going off, man. Y'all hear that shit way back in the corner. I'm going to get ready to end this, man. We got to do better. We got to do better, or it's going to be a small group of people that's going to rise up to the cream of the crop. And when you start talking about high value, they're not going to be talking about money. They're going to be talking about people just being normal. You should not rise to the cream of the crop simply because you know how to articulate and debate. That should be normal. And I feel like we live in the film Idiocracy, when a bunch of when you stop using a skill or stop using a part of your brain, if you know, evolution feels like you don't fucking need it. And it's already showing that our brains are getting smaller. Real shit. Look that up. Remember I told you CNG would never have a live conversation with you or Gravity Takeout. It would be bad for Cynthia G to try to have a conversation with me, bro. And I'm going to tell you how it's going to look. She would be so not used to somebody keeping her on subject, we wouldn't even move from the beginning. She gonna get mad and keep trying to go down this deflection. And I'm gonna keep calling her out on it. Like, no, we not doing that. We gonna stay right here on this topic. So we wouldn't even get into the conversational piece. She wouldn't know how to handle nobody like that. This is an insight of where society is heading, bro. Yeah, and it's not black. Because the people over here, I got this channel right here with black people be on. I got another channel with white people be on where I go live. And the same shit happens. Same fucking stupid ass people following a person because they feel like they are some importance. And they forget their own morals just because they like somebody else that they see on the fucking internet. It's the same shit. It's not black people. It's not even Americans, bro, because this shit going on in every country. It's something that people this fight for clout is what it's doing to all humans. Sean John, the truth, my dude. Keep the great work. When you get settled, let me know so I can see the clothes. And who said that? And who said that? And now we got Expendable. What's up, Willie Sheen? Expendable shit. We got it all on here, man. So thank you guys for checking it out. You see somebody else debating, or anybody else got a video out here that you want me to break down, I'll be more than happy to do it. I miss my little friend. What's my little friend name? Dr. Boyce Watkins, man. Maybe I need to watch a Dr. Boyce Watkins video and break that down, or a Umar Johnson video or something like that. But y'all hold it down, man. And if y'all think I'm not fair, you can search this video. I have a video breaking down Kevin Samuels on one of his videos. I pause Kevin Samuels and I call him out line for line. I treat everybody the same way. I'm not in no manosphere. I'm not on nobody's team. I just got my own thoughts. So y'all hold it down, man. It's been real.